What's up, Ed? What's going on? How we doing? How we doing? How is it going? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Put an X down there if you guys can hear me down in the chat. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat. Yeah? What's up, Ed? How's it going? How's it going? So I want to share with you guys, this quick profit weekly workshop method. It's, in my opinion, probably the easiest way to generate cash, selling your advice online. Let me get this thing set up so we can see good here. Okay. We'll come over here and start with this part right here. First, we got to just understand this part, and then we can get the rest figured out. Loud and clear, very good. How's everybody doing? How are we doing? Let me get this. I know you guys will be asking. I'll just put it right here. Okay. We got a pen that works here. There we go. There it is. All right. It's larging. Oh, it's lagging? Okay. Is it any better now? I know it said I had like a rough connection there for a second. Is the connection any better? Lagging? All right, let's see here. It says I got a good connection now. Okay, cool. So what I want to go over with you is this basic process here and how you can always keep this cycle going. And really, if you think about it, this is pretty easy way. Nothing's really easy, but if we're thinking about how to generate some cash, and we're thinking about, assuming that you're a coach, a consultant, an expert, somebody that can actually sell something online, which I think, if you really wanted to, anybody could. But this is a way that we're going to be able to actually keep it simple and just go through a process and get a system in place that is going to kill three birds with one stone. Not only will you create a powerful message and a brand while simultaneously making money every single week, you will also be creating new and better processes and programs and sales videos and everything all at the exact same time. So if at any time, if you guys have any questions during this process, just let me know. But what I want to share with you is this right here. And if you can just keep this, I'm going to share, what the schedule is for this, the tools that you can use for this, and then I've got something really special for you at the end. But I want to go through these basic steps here. And I'll tell you what, once I learned these basic steps, once I figured these things out, it changed everything. Because I had this completely, it was like I had this idea of trying to sell something, you had to have something special and be all this, you had to be this crazy speaker person, or you had to know all this crazy stuff. And the truth is, what you need to do is you need to actually get somebody excited, right? You need to get somebody to understand that you've got something for them. And last night on our call, I was going through and I was sharing with people how you can actually go find problems really quite quickly going to YouTube. And it's a really powerful thing. You can do it on any platform, but you can go out there and people will literally be telling you exactly what it is that they want. And then you can create it. And that's why I like this industry right here. I was always wanting to sell something because I knew if I sold something, I would make more money than if I was at a job. But the problem was I didn't know how to create a product. I didn't know how to do any of this, internet stuff. I didn't even know about the internet at that time. I was literally struggling my ass off and trying to figure out what am I going to do? I had all these, everything that I thought of was really expensive. That was the other thing. It was how am I going to figure this out? I can't even, I'm broke the way it is, at that time. And I'm how am I going to afford to get a product built and all these things? Have you guys ever felt like that? You're loving the Christmas Cash Challenge? Cool. How many people, put an X down below if you're digging the Christmas Cash Challenge, okay? Hope you guys are digging that thing. Put a lot of value in there, a lot of crazy value. I also want to get on with you guys inside of there, and I want to help you actually, get through the parts of the process. So if you're, I'm going to talk to you about this right here. But if you have some questions, if you're going through that Christmas Cash Accelerator and you have questions about it, just put those down in the chat and I'll answer them here live while we're on this, okay? So one thing that you really want to get to be a master at, right? Okay, so how many people on here want to sell something online? How many people are on here are a coach, a consultant, or a course creator, and you're having trouble getting leads and sales, okay? You have something good that you want to sell, you know what problem that you want to solve, but you don't know how to fit things together and put them together so people actually come to you, and then when they do come to you, they actually want to become a lead and they actually want to end up buying your stuff. Anybody have that problem? I can get a copy of the Christmas Cash Generator. Yeah, if you just go up to you can have it right now. It's completely free. It's complete. You have access to it right this second. Literally, the stuff that I'm training in there, I've been doing this for quite a long time, and the things that I'm teaching in there and training in there, you can ask people that are in there. I'm not holding anything back. Like, I'm giving you everything that I have been, learning and putting together over the years. And honestly, like, I really, it's free. So it's not like I'm asking you for any money, but I'm really serious. It is, if you are trying to figure this out, this is going to really clear things up for you. Matter of fact, there's a link in your bio. Yeah, if you go up to here in TikTok, if you go up to my bio or whatever, there is a link up in there. Thanks for all the hearts, by the way. I appreciate that. That gets the live pushed out there. But just tell me down below, what is the big, as you're thinking about how to sell something online, what is the biggest challenge that you're having right now? Like, what is the thing that stops you all the time? Where do you hit the wall? And maybe share this with me, because I can help you get through this. The more we interact, the better this is going to turn out for you, okay? So let me, and I just want to get you guys some answers, and we can go through some steps here, and I want to get you this system. You guys down with that? Put an X down in the chat if you guys are excited about that. To get noticed, okay? To get noticed. Got it? To get noticed. What up, Blue Castle Media? Okay. All right. X. Okay. Very good. So to get noticed, what are you doing right now to get noticed? Like, what are you doing on a daily basis to try to get noticed? A lot of times what happens is when we go out to get noticed or whatever, right? The thing that we do is we lead with something that people they're not looking for. You might think they are, and you might know that that's the actual problem, but if we're not coming out there with things that make people, go, oh yeah, that's my problem. Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm dealing with. That can be the struggle. That can be the thing that holds you back with this, all right? So when you go out there, what are you leading out there with? Okay, who said that here? Just a second. Jenny Brow or whatever. To get noticed. What do you do to get noticed? All right, that's the question. It's like we can lead back to this whole process here, because you have this. This is what I want you guys to. Now I really want you guys to get this idea right here. So when I started learning this stuff, I was just like posting at random on social media. Anybody do that? Put something down below. Yeah, okay. Tags, okay, tags. So, when I first got started in this, I started a social media marketing agency. And I don't know if, you start somewhere and you think, oh, okay, this is the way it is. And I would go around to these businesses and I would just post, right? I'd post pictures of the inside and I'd post pictures of the product thinking, oh, that's going to get people. That's going to turn them on. That's going to make people want to go buy that. And yeah, they had some people that would come in, right? So how many of you right now, you're posting things and you're just posting, pictures of your business, or you're just posting like hoping somebody's going to see that and be like, because nobody's really as excited about your product as you are, right? And nobody really gets the value of it like you do, because you've put so much work on it. You've put so much into it, right? And hold on, I got to do a little, there we go. Cool. Okay, sorry. I don't put up with any crap. So if you want to be stupid down in the comments, bye. I'll get you out of here. So the thing is what I found out is there's this process, and if you can really just lean into this, that it's just a process. It's not that, you don't even have to be smart, you just need to understand this process. And I didn't understand it. And the first part of the process is, number one, we have to attract, this marker does not work. We have to attract, then we have to convert those people, and we convert them at two levels. We turn them into a lead for free, so we convert them for free, and then they turn into a sale, and then no matter what, we have to deliver on these, okay? So this is this process. If you can get, this is distracting here. This is the process right here, okay? Attract, convert, deliver. That process you have to get nailed down, okay? You have to get that nailed down. The moment you get that understood, then you start looking at things different, because now you're attracting your ideal person to you. So you think about what would attract them. So I have this Make Once community. It's a free community. You can get access to it by the link in the bio, okay? But inside of that community, I went through and people are filling out their questionnaires. They're like, hey, because when you join, I just ask you 3 questions, like what do you do? What's bothering you? What, whatever. And when I do that, okay, I go through there and everybody's saying like, oh man, hold on, I gotta block some people here. There we go, perfect. Okay, yeah, just be stupid so I can find you and then we'll just block you, okay? That's what we do. Thank you, the crap rises to the top, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying to shut this little thing off. Okay, there we go. So what happens is everybody answers these questions. I go in there and they're like, I'm having trouble getting leads and I'm having trouble getting sales. So what it tells me here is this. Now here's where things get interesting. When you go to do this, people think you start here, then you go here, then you go here. But that's not how you actually start. It seems that way. That's the logical way. It's like a linear way. But how we actually start is we start with this right here, okay? We start right here, and what we do is we find out what are people sad about. And we want to find a small group of people that are all sad or unhappy, or they don't have it's not necessarily sad, okay, but they don't have what it is that they actually want. And they're trying to figure out how to solve that. So last night, I was using the example at on our call. I was saying, I have a guy in there, he teaches trading and options, and there's another guy in there that teaches golf and things like that. So we're talking, and we go on to YouTube, and when you type into YouTube, okay, thanks for all the hearts, guys. When you start typing something into YouTube, have you noticed this like thing comes down here, and it starts listing out all these different things? Have you guys noticed that? Put an X down in the chat if you've noticed what I'm talking about. Now I'm teaching you something here, so hang with me. If you can dial this in, if you can get this figured out, I'm telling you, it's like you're putting on glasses where all the stuff goes away and you can finally see what you need to see to get leads and sales, all right? Because it's laying right in front of you. It is not hiding from you. It doesn't cost you anything other than taking your time to go over there and find it. And if you can master this, you will always be able to find something that you can make money off of, always find something that you can solve the problem of, because that's how we get the money right here, okay? This is how we get paid. When we help somebody get from their current situation where they're not happy about a particular thing, when we help them get over to their desired situation, they will give us their value, money, for our value, the advice, the roadmap, the way to do it. Okay, you follow? So here's what is going on though. If people knew how to get here, they would be there, right? So what we do is we see that people are out there and they run into this wall right here and they're like stuck. Okay, they don't know what to do. If you go out to places like YouTube, why do people go to YouTube? Okay, why do people go to YouTube? To what? Learn. If we boiled it down, most people go there to learn new things, figure something out, see something, get entertained by something, right? So they're trying to figure something out. If you go over to YouTube, like if you were, or even TikTok, you can do it right here inside of TikTok. You can go up to TikTok search, and if you start typing in there, it'll start dropping down all these things that it's auto-suggesting, things that people that want. When you go to a search bar, what are you doing? You're in a situation and you're trying to figure out how to solve the situation. How many of you have searched on TikTok or searched online and to look for an answer? Okay, well, if you can be somebody's answer, you'll start attracting them. Okay, think about why you're here right now. You want to learn how to get leads and sales and sell your advice online or whatever it is that you're selling online. This works across the board. So if you want to attract people, you go find out what is going on with them. You go find out, and it tells you right on the internet what is going on. And then here's what you do. You literally take note of this. So what I do is I'll do this. I will open up a Google Doc, And as I'm over here looking, I like to go here and search. Okay, this is my favorite place, the old tubes. Okay, because what I can do is, let's say somebody goes on there and searches, hey, how do I get leads? All right, and so they go there and they search that. They go to a video and they watch it, and after they watch it, they still have questions down in the comments. So if somebody watched a video about how to get leads, which is their current situation, they want to get leads, okay? If they go searching that and they still have a question, what does that help me understand? What does that help me do if I want to attract people, okay? Because see, this process just works like this. We're simply getting traffic. We get traffic by going out there and saying, hey, are you looking for this? Is this something you want to know? Is this what you're trying to figure out? Is this your current situation and you're trying to get this figured out? Well, if it is, I'm going to share with you what I know about solving that problem, all right? And that's how we start getting traffic, because we tell them, hey, if you like this, I've got even more stuff for you in this free training that you want to give them. And it's very simple. You can just use a very simple video, and or however, you can type it, you can audio, whatever you can deliver the best with. And then what you do is you have them on some sort of list. Now, my favorite kind of list to build is an email list. And then my second favorite one is to get somebody into some sort of community, or some sort of just another place. It doesn't really quite matter what it is. It just needs to be in two different places, because now you're connecting with them on a whole different level, because connection is currency. I want you to write that down, okay? So literally, write this down, okay? Connection, I just learned this. We always called it know, like, and trust, which is the same thing, but it's just easier to say, connection is currency. People need to know you, like you, and trust you. That means you got to build credibility with them. How do you do that? You go find their problems. They're all over the place. They're literally just laying there waiting for you to come to them and help them. You go in there and you answer their questions for them. Then they give you what? Credit for that. In their heart and in their mind, they're like, oh, this person, okay, Jenny, she helped me. I didn't know that, and she helped me. You earned some points. You earned some credibility points over here, some authority points. And then when you say to them, hey, well, I've also got this other thing that I want to show you. It's completely free. I want to show you some more stuff so you can get more credibility. They start knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. If you go to Amazon, let's say, and you look at some products and you go to the reviews, what are you going to see down in the reviews? You're going to see some people like it, some people don't like it. If you're trying to, let's say that you are trying to get leads, okay? What is something that those people also look at, like at a book or something? Maybe they go look at like how to do copywriting or how to do marketing. And you can go to those books, or you can even go to those products. They can be products too. Or you can go to those Facebook groups, those Facebook pages. You can go on to in here on TikTok. You can go to any other search engine, and you can find where those people are actually searching for that stuff. You know how you do it? You pretend that you're them, and you search like you're trying to solve that problem, or you're trying to figure something out, and whatever comes up is what's going to come up for them, most likely. Agree? So if that's the case, what we'll do is see what those people are actually saying. They're going to be like, here's how you get the leads, or here's how you do this, or here's how you do that. And then if they still have questions after watching that video, what does that do for you? Okay? It can be as easy as something like this. Hey, I noticed you guys were trying, I'm just going to use my example, okay? I noticed you guys were trying to figure out how to get leads, and I went out and started looking around for all the different answers that there are for you. And I found this really, crazy video. It had 100 or 200 or 1,000,000 views. And I went down in the comments and there were still questions about blank, okay? And so whatever that is, now you're going to attract them to you. They're going to say, oh yeah, no, I do have that problem, because when you go down in the comments, when you look at the reviews, when you go to these pages, when you look at everything, guess what you'll find? And this is what we have to do. Okay, we're pattern finders. As entrepreneurs, as somebody looking for a way to provide value, what you're actually looking to do, and thank you so much for sharing the lives and all of the hearts. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to get to your questions here. I've got something really special I want to share with you. But what we're doing is we're looking for patterns. And last night when we were looking for, this guy, he sells options. He's got a product where he teaches people how to do options tradings to make like consistent monthly income, things like that. When we started searching in the ways that I've been talking to you, What we found out and what we discovered was everybody was talking about consistency and month to month, and oh, I just want to try to make consistent. And every landing page that we went to, every ad that we clicked on that was dealing with what he talks about, was everything was talking about consistency, consistency, consistent. So what do we find there is a pattern. Here's how you do copywriting. You take what your ideal customer that has your problem that you can solve, whatever they're saying about their situation, that's your copy. You're just going to say it back to them, because you know how you connect with people? You know, they say pain is pain is a powerful connector. Oh, your back hurts too, mine too, man. Oh God. But when you can say the words back to them that they're thinking in their mind, what are they going to do? You're going to stop them from scrolling. You're going to get them to instantly go, whoa, 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 whoa. I literally wrote that as a comment last night. And then if you start seeing the same comments all the time and people still saying the same problems all the time, even though there's been tons of people that have taught it successfully, there's always that one new person that has not figured it out yet. There's always that new, this is happening at thousands and hundreds of thousands, you know? It's not like it's just one new person each day, right? It's like every day somebody turns into an adult. Every day somebody turns into a senior. So what I'm saying to you is, when you identify that pattern, guess what you do? You go back out to the place that you're trying to get traffic from, where you're trying to get attraction and you're trying to get people's attention and get them to stop scrolling, and you literally say back to them in the opening of your video or the opening of your piece of content, what you do is you literally say to them, hey, are you trying to get leads, and say, you know, whatever they're saying, you say that to them. Well, I've got something that I want to share with you that's going to help you overcome this, because I noticed that a lot of people have this same exact problem. So we're going to talk about da-da-da-da, okay? Once you've got them to stop scrolling, content is so hard for me to make. I am a VA trying to help others and not clickbait. Well, it's not clickbait if you make good on the promise of the clickbait. So don't get that screwed up, okay? Clickbait's not bad if you deliver on the promise. Now, if you clickbait somebody and then what they get is not what you clickbaited them with, that's not good. But clickbait is actually very powerful if you can deliver on the promise you made with the clickbait. So I encourage you to make clickbait. I encourage you to stop the scroll, but just deliver on what you asked and what you said in the clickbait. Okay, so that's a cool way to look at that. Now look, once we deplatform them, we got to get people off of a platform into our list or into our world. Once they're in here, we can start emailing them every day, okay? Who are you more friends with? People that you hang out with all the time, or people that you hang out with seldomly? Okay, so we know the answer to that. So if you email people each day providing them value, okay, so 8 of your emails out of 10 that you send are going to be give, 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 give. 20% of those emails, so 2 out of 10, are going to be asking them to do something, asking them to join you on a free weekly workshop where you can provide a bunch of value and then pitch your thing at the end. Every single person watching this, if you are a coach, consultant, course creator, you sell digital products, even physical products, it does not matter. If you want to make more sales, you know what you do? You need to make more offers. You know how you do that? You go out and you create content about the problems that they still have after they go to those big videos. You know, some people look at those YouTube videos and they're like, oh, you know what? They already got millions of views on that.
Hello friend,
How do I
how are
stop
you?
this? What up? Hold on.
How are
Damn
you?
it.
Wait, where are you from?
What up? What up? I did not mean to do that, and I don't know how to stop it. Damn it. Somebody
Arshad,
help me.
good. Welcome, thank
Hello. How
you.
you guys
Okay,
doing? I
start
can't hear
match.
you. Decline. There we go. Thank
Okay,
you.
one
All right.
match start.
Appreciate it. All right. Hopefully that goes away.
Thank you. User boy, welcome. Tap everyone. Nikki, start,
Somebody help
start
me.
match. Nikki,
How do I stop this?
Mike, start match, start. Usman Gujar, welcome, Ji Gujar sir. Thank you, Gujar sir, thank
It's on a
you.
timer. I think there's 3
Start
dots on
match.
the bottom, and then there's
Arshad
an
Zaman,
option.
welcome.
Decline. Why?
मैच स्टार्ट करने बंद करो
Man, come on.
सुनाओ जी ठीक अर्शद जमान की है थोड़ा
Dude. How do I end this crap?
Yeah,
I
start
don't want
now.
to fight. I don't want to do that.
लिंक जान के करना
All right, peeps. Back out and come back in. It's a battle that lasts 3 minutes. Oh, that happened to me once. I have no idea. There we go. Okay. Boom. I'm back. Sorry about that. I tried to stop it. Okay. Car warranty. So, where were we? So we bring people to these workshops. Okay. So here's the thing. Those videos that you see on YouTube, right? If you see, or anywhere on TikTok, if you see they got tons of views, you know what I do? I'm like, hey, cool. Thank you for attracting a bunch of people to an area, the video or whatever. And now I can go down in the comments and be like, well, what are they still missing? All right, this video is really powerful. It got lots of views, lots of attraction, but there's a bunch of questions afterwards. So what I can do is say, hey, great video. Oh, man, wonderful. I can give credit where it's due. I can say thank you. I can learn from it. But then I can also be like, but all of you that are missing the deal, guess what? I created a weekly workshop for you, and I'm going to share with you exactly how to cover those bases, how to knock those things out, right? Then guess what? At the end of that, I'm going to say, does anybody want more help? Would you like me to help you even more with that? And then I can make an offer that's irresistible. And how you make a good offer is it has limited seats. It has a limited time bonus. It's got a limited price, that's only a certain thing. Okay, you just put restrictions on, you take it away, right? We want what we can't have, okay? So and you can do that every week, and you know what happens? You get people on for free, they know, like, and trust you more, you build credibility, you master your message, you also create micro VSLs that you can take the recordings and go put those on any channel that you want. And you're also going to learn a lot about your audience, what they actually truly need help with, which is going to help you build a better product, a better marketing process. And it's going to help you with subject lines. It's going to help you with copy. You're going to have everything you need. And each and every time you do that, by the end of the year, if you did one a week, so 52 a year, all right, I heard one place, I can't say because I haven't done it completely like that, but this lady that teaches how to do like weekly webinars and all that, they said you're about 48 webinars away from $1 million. And I believe that. And all you have to really think about is, wow, each week I got to get people to this event. I got to get there and I got to share with them, right? So with step one, figuring out what content to post. Perfect. All right, Nicole, let's do this. So I've missed you, Mike. We need more lives. Yeah, I know we do. We do. Well, I'll tell you guys what. I had a crazy website thing happen. My domain got messed up, the stuff in the DNS thing or whatever, and it shut my site down for 4 days, and I could not get it up. It was no matter what I tried. And so I was dealing with that. I had to switch a different platform, do all these crazy things, but I'm here, okay? And so I'm going to be doing a weekly workshop like this as well. You're going to know how the whole process goes, but I really encourage you to do this. So let's look at these steps, okay? So let's go through these steps. If you have questions about this, just let me know and we'll cover those questions. Now, I've also, before we jump into that, I'll let you know, I've got an offer that ends here on Christmas. If you want, you can get lifetime access to Build Lab. You'll save 50%. That's over $500 value. You'll save thousands on coaching. And I'll give you a free 30-minute one-to-one strategy session, mano-a-mano with me on Zoom. That's a $500 value. All you have to do is when you get started, if you go to makeonce.com/lifetime and you get started, you're gonna get half off of Build Lab. You can join and you get lifetime access. Instead of having to pay monthly or yearly, you get lifetime access. But the TikTok only bonus, $500 value. I'm gonna give you a free 30-minute clarity strategy session so you know what to do, where to go, which step you're missing, how we can improve what it is that you're doing. We can talk about your offer, your audience, everything. And so that's huge. It's just when you sign up, you email back because you'll get an email that says, hey, you're on, you're in, and it gives you the access to the program. It's for the first 5 here. So this is only I'm not mentioning this anywhere else. So if you email me back Xmas or Christmas, then I will return a link just like this and send you that strategy session, okay? So just, keep that in mind while we're going through this, all right? So let's now jump into this here. And I've got another whiteboard here if I need to get into some details with you, but I really want you to understand this because the moment you get this through your mind and you see the vision of how this flows, it's called throughput, okay? This is when I learned what I'm about to share with you right here, which will make all this make a lot more sense. When I learned this, it just something about it clicked with me. Okay? How many of you guys are feeling like, gosh, I see this, but I know I need some more training on this? Anybody? Down in the chat, if you put me, if you know you need more training on this type of stuff. You see it, you're hearing it, you're seeing it, you know you need some more training, all right? Let me know, me, okay, Lynn's learn, do, teach, okay, me, okay, Nicolette. So check this out. When I learned this, what I'm about to share with you, I'm not kidding. So you might even want to grab a piece of paper and write this down. I'm serious. Because if you start seeing this as a pattern and as a system and as a machine, it's going to allow you to go out there and achieve your goals. You're going to actually be able to say, oh, I know what to actually do here, and I just need to put it in place and do it so that I can start getting the feedback, and so I can start getting it refined and get better. Okay, so we got Debbie says me, Eileen says me, Maritza says me, okay, so I was the same exact way, all right? So I want you to draw this right here, okay? We're going to draw this pipe here. Now, this is like a water faucet pipe. And I'm going to share with you, if you can get this dialed in right here, okay? Please, I would draw this if you can, because it helps when you have visuals, okay? So there's 3 sections to this pipe, okay? There's 3 sections to this pipe. If you can master these sections, you can get everything that you want, okay? You can get everything. You can get time, you can get money, you can get audiences, you can get emails, you can grow your everything, okay? You guys excited about this? Hit some hearts if you guys are digging this, okay? So this first phase over here, so these are 3 different phases. We've got, remember, the attract, convert, and then this is the delivery, okay? Attract, convert, delivery. All right, cool. Hitting the hearts. Excellent, okay? Now, imagine we've got water flowing through here. That means that we're getting daily sales, right? When water is flowing through here, we're getting daily sales. This would be throughput. Every business is desiring this throughput where they're just attracting, converting, and delivering, and it's just water flowing through the pipe. Here's what happens, though. The first place where the water gets all trickled up and broken, the first place that it breaks is attraction. People don't know how to attract people or get them coming into the pipe, so everything gets stuck right here. So what is the attraction? Okay. Well, if we look at this, so I like to break things down with logic here, because sometimes if we can get away from logic and then it gets to be this, it gets too abstract, and you hear about copywriting and making offers and hook story, all these things, but that's what screws everybody up. They're like, it doesn't connect with them because they can't see it. But if you turn this into like a science project or something, then you can see it. So what do we know when it comes to solving problems and getting throughput and everything? Well, you have these things, you have inputs, and then your inputs go out there into process, and then you get some sort of output, and then that feedback that you get from that, this is the scientific method, you take the feedback and you adjust your inputs. And all of this is happening either on, let's say, TikTok, or maybe it's on the YouTubes, or it's on wherever you're doing stuff. So what we want to do is we want to identify what are all the inputs. Well, in attraction up here, what are the inputs? You have content or you have ads, basically, right? You have content or ads. You have or get free or paid traffic. That's the inputs. So once we start getting attraction here, then we've got this like little tiny trickle and nothing's really happening. We're not making sales. Is anybody feeling that right now? It's like maybe you're putting out content and maybe you're getting some clicks or some views, but it's not turning into cash. It's not turning into leads and customers. And so this is usually the first point of breakage right here. It's a bottleneck. Okay, so we've got to free this up. How do we do that? Well, our inputs, we're putting out content, and then that goes out there in the social media world, and so our content and our ads, let's say, they mix with the people that are out there, and they either come out as money or they do not, right? So what we've got to do is we've got to figure out, okay, how do we attract people in a free way? So this pipe has like 2 pieces, free, and then we have people that convert as paid, and then over here, the delivery side, we're literally just making good on our promise. We're literally saying, okay, come in for free. I'll show you a part of the process, and I'll show you. So on the board here, that's what this green box indicates. This is how you attract people. Let's say that there's, in this case, 6 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get them over this problem that they have from here to here. Well, how do you get people to go from seeing your content out here to actually then converting into a lead? Because everybody has to be a lead first. They have to know, like, and trust you, learn about you, right? And then once they have that, okay, once they have that, hit the screenshot. Once they have that, then when they're like, oh, I know you, I like you, I trust you, then guess what? Then they'll continue and say, okay, thank you for showing me the first few steps. Now I trust you more. Now I give you credit. Now I know you more, that you can do this. And then they're going to say, well, I'm going to just get the rest now. And so when we get them as a lead, once we get them into here, we educate them, we show them that we know their problem, we talk about them. You know what? Nobody cares about your story, okay? You know how they say stories sell, facts smell, and you got to tell stories and all that stuff? Well, nobody cares about your story. They only care about their story. And so when you tell a story, which is very powerful, okay? When you tell a story, it's very powerful, but it's only powerful in the way that it's them experiencing the story in a way that it's them in your story. They don't care about your story. They care about their story. All right? So when you tell a story, you're telling a story that they can fit into, that they can stand in and go, oh, that's, yeah, oh, me, yeah. Okay? Is this cool? Did you feel me? So once we get them here, it breaks through this bottleneck and they'll start spending money with you once you get them to know, like, and trust you. And then delivery is pretty simple at that point, right? You're going to deliver on your promise. I'm not saying delivery is easy, but this is what we've got to get. We've got to get people to go through this throughput. Here's how it happens, all right? So now that do you guys understand that? Are we cool on that? Okay, put TP for put TP for throughput down in the comments if you guys are following along. Now I'm going to share with you what this actually looks like, okay? What this actually looks like. You guys with me? How are we liking it? Are we learning it? Okay, are we learning it? TP, awesome. Okay, so here we go. This is what this looks like. So now we're looking at this throughput a little bit different here, okay? So you've got your attraction is right here. Then you've got your first level of conversion is putting them on a list. And then the next level of conversion is basically these 2 steps where you're going to present to them for free, right? And teach them how you do the thing. It's that simple, okay? Now imagine this. If you have a problem, okay, so some of you are like, well, I don't know how to do content. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that, okay? Do you guys feel this way? Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you feel this way, guess what, okay? The easiest way to get somebody to trust you, is tell them about their problem. Talk to them, share with them their problem. Describe their problem to them, okay? Describe their problem to them. When you can describe somebody's problem to them the way they see it in here, they have no choice but to go, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's truly what's happening. And then guess what? At that point, they're open. They've let a guard down, and they can start to learn now. Okay, they can start to learn now. So I'm sure with you, you might be stuck at this place where it's like, because what is everybody saying? What is everybody saying? Well, I don't know how to get leads. I don't know how to get sales. Okay, I don't know how to get traffic. Okay, how many of you feel this way? Okay, put IDK. I don't know how to get traffic. I don't know how to get sales. This is what you feel like, right? You're stuck. It's like you're stuck right in here. You're stuck in that, remember that pipe? Okay, remember the pipe in the 3 spots? Okay, you're stuck right here. This is your bottleneck, or this is your bottleneck. It's right here or right here. So let me ask you, what do you think is your problem? Put down in the comments, what do you think is your problem? So let's say you're stuck at spot 1 here, okay? You don't know how to get leads, and this is spot 2. You don't know how to get sales, okay? So that's 2, and then 1 is leads, okay? So tell me, for those of you stuck in spot 1 right here, what do you think the problem is? Why do you think you're not getting leads, okay? If I don't know, I'll learn. Yeah, I don't know. So we got a bunch of I don't knows. Everybody's problem is they always want more. Yeah, but you need to describe to them their problem. You know, if you go into like a doctor's office, okay, you go to the doctor's office, if that doctor can't explain what you're going through with the pain and the problems, you're kind of like, nah, that's not it. It's like you don't get it. It's like, but if the doctor comes up to you and he goes, so when you get up, does it go like this? And you're like, yeah, exactly like that. Now what have you done? You've got their attention. He's got your attention. Oh, in the morning when you do this and you reach over here, does it catch and do this? You're like, yes, exactly. That's what's going on. If you cannot do that, you'll do just like what anybody else does when the doctor's trying to explain it and talk about it. You're like, no, that's not what's going on. And so you don't trust, you don't think that the person knows, and therefore you can't like what's really going on there because you're like, they can't even tell me what my problem is. They can't describe my problem to me, okay? How many of you right now are describing your problem to your customers? You're walking through it and going through that process, okay? How many? Are you guys doing that? Yes or no? Put a Y or an N. Because if you start doing that, why don't, so you might be saying something like this. I don't know my customer's problem. Ah, so now we're starting to learn about what the traffic and lead problem is, okay? Now, do you get that? Okay, so no, no, no. Why are we not doing that? Okay, why are you not sharing that with them? Okay? So here's what I see is you guys are putting out content, right? You're putting out content. You might be driving it to a funnel like this or some sales page like this, and they're not converting. Okay? It's not because you have a bad design. It's not because, your video's not good. Okay? It's because you're not talking to them about the problem they have. And so you're not going to get their attention. Are you guys feeling me? Are we on the right subject here? Okay? So let's look at this. So what we're going to do is we got to go out and find the problem. Here's the problem that a lot of people have. They're guessing the problem. They're making up an idea of what they think the problem is for the customer. You just have to go out. This is the most powerful thing to learn about copywriting and things like that. You don't come up with what to say. Your customer does. So in order to come up with what to say, you have to be where your customer is and you have to be listening. How do we do that online? Well, we go to where people talk and we go listen. Where do they talk online? Comments. They even post videos and reviews, right? Think about why you review something. Oh, I bought this thing, it sucked. Have you ever heard that? Okay? Or, oh no, this thing, it was amazing. I got it and it did everything I wanted it to do. So that tells you what to do more of, right? But the comments in the reviews that are not good, these are the ones we want to pay attention to, okay? We don't make skateboards, we make skateboards better. How can you make it better if you don't know what the problem is with the previous one? So while everybody's out there seeing all this stuff, you're seeing people blow up, you're seeing people get all these views, you're seeing people get all this attention, and you go, why me? Why? When I post, it doesn't work like that. I just seen a very huge influencer that has like 40-something thousand subscribers saying, I don't know why the algorithm doesn't pick up my stuff. Well, I can tell you, it's not an algorithm problem, right? It's not an algorithm problem. The problem is what you're talking about, people don't care about. You're not talking about what they're telling you the problem is. And so you have to be really good at discovering the patterns. You need to be really good at listening to what they're saying when they go to these big channels and they watch the best of the best and they still have questions. Are you guys getting this? It works almost every single time. You will now start to get traffic. They will want to join your list because it's like going to the doctor and you go, hey doctor, my back is hurting. And he's like, does it hurt right here? And when you do this, it does this. You're like, yeah, no, that's exactly it. Okay, what I need you to do, and you're like in full command. You're like, okay, I'll set like this. I'll do this because I need to get rid of that pain. I want to get out of that current situation and I want to get to a desired situation where I don't have the pain, I don't have the problem, right? Do we agree? So right now, you're posting, nothing's happening. It's not the algorithm, I promise you. It's really two things. Number one, they can't hear you because you're not talking about their problem. Number two is you're probably just not being consistent. I know that's my problem. If I'm not consistent, I don't get traffic consistently. If I don't get traffic consistently, my list isn't growing. I'm not getting people to know, like, and trust me. And if I'm not getting people to know, like, and trust me, they're not going to come to my weekly workshop where I can really share with them what it is that I'm offering to them. And just write this down, okay? Here's a writer-downer, okay? Write this down. If I'm not making offers, so just put no offers. Think about this. This is pretty common sense, okay? If I'm not making offers, then that means I'm not getting money. So if you're not making money right now, my question to you is, are you making offers? Are you making offers each day? Okay? Remember I did an offer here earlier, okay? Is there a Build Lab hat? Well, there can be. There can be. I've had a lot of people ask about the hat. I need to make one's hat. Yeah. So what should do you think people would buy the hat if I made the hat? Yeah. Right? So so here's what happens. When I was trying to get traffic, okay, please just hear me for a second. Because when this unlocks in your head, okay, when this unlocks in your head, and the training, there's a link up in my bio, okay? If you go to makeonce.com/Christmas, okay, so this over here, look, okay, this is the deal I'm doing for you. But if you go over here, okay, just hear me out. You don't have to buy anything. I don't care if you buy it or not. I'm just telling you. What I'm telling you is I literally go on the computer inside of the free course that I give you, the 7,020 days, okay, for a carefree Christmas, okay? I show you how to sell your advice online, how to take your mouth and make money online with it. Inside of that training, about midway through, okay, and we're still going live in there. There's going to be training being uploaded today in there, right? And then we're going to be getting on Zooms together live, and we're going to go through each step for you and make sure that you have this machine working for you so you can start earning with it. Okay, and we're going to talk about it here in just a second. But inside of there, I show you how to go find the problem. And what I want you to understand is entrepreneurs, business owners, while everyone else, which is, more than 90% of people, okay, more than 90% of people that are not making a six-figure income, okay, those people are running away from problems. That's what they do. They run away from problems. What you need to do is run at problems, because the people that solve problems, they're the ones that get the value. They're the ones that get stronger. They're the ones that get more money. They're the ones that can see further. So while everybody's running from problems, you need to run at your problems, okay? It's not fun sometimes, and it sucks, to be frank. But if you can get a master at that, what's really neat is nobody's on the road, so you don't have to worry about hitting anybody or swerving around, because it's a road less traveled. But inside of there, I show you how to go on the internet in plain sight, in perfectly plain sight, and I show you how to find problems that you can solve based off what you know as an expert, as a consultant, as a coach, as a course creator, as somebody that likes to help people using their advice and learning things, right? So go grab that. It's just you would put /Christmas instead of lifetime. Lifetime is where you go to save 50%, thousands of dollars, and get a free one-on-one 30-minute strategy session with me, which is a $500 value, okay? So, and this ends at Christmas, by the way. It'll go back to $997, and it'll be yearly. Here you can get in for half that price, and you get lifetime access, okay? We hang out every week. Okay, here's what I want you to know, okay? Entrepreneurs and business people, we all make money by solving problems. That's how you make money. When you get people from their current situation, right here, when you get people from here to here, they give you their money for your map, the solution. So doesn't it make sense that you get really, really good at identifying problems within your scope of what you can solve problems? Okay? The moment you unlock this and you're able to recognize patterns, it's like, oh, all I have to do now is I have to say this back to my audience. They call them hooks. Have you heard that? You need to have a good hook, right? You need to have a good this and that. You know how you find the best hook every single time? It's not by you coming up with it. It's by you just going and finding it out there. It's already laying out there in perfectly plain sight. You don't have to pay for it. You just need to know how to find it. You need to know where to look. That's the key thing. Inside of learning how to do this, building a landing page is really quite simple. You're just dragging some pictures over, dragging a video maybe, putting some text on the page. That's not hard. But what does it say? What do you say in it? Well, you don't even have to come up with that. Okay? You can literally, you can go out there if you learn this process, which I give you 100% for free, by the way. Okay? Just go to the link up in the bio. It's completely free. Leave your credit card at home, right? It's completely free. And I show you exactly how to go find problems inside of your circle. Now, here's another thing that people run into. How many of you right now, down in the comments, let me know where you have trouble, you don't know what your niche is. Okay? Everybody's like, you need to niche down, and you need to get a niche, and you need to, do all these things. How many people have problems with a niche? Put an in down in the comments if you have a niche problem or you haven't figured out your niche and that's what you feel is holding you up. Oh, I was told not to go that far, that I need to make offers. Yeah. Which part are you talking about? Okay. Which part are you talking about, Holly? Okay, so Nicolette, you're held back, and I'm sure there's others on here that are just not saying it. The niche, right? How do you find your niche? How many people are like having trouble finding their niche? Let me put it down in the comments. Okay? Put it down in the comments. I'm also going to give you guys an incredible offer that you can start doing right away that doesn't require any preparation, and you can start earning with it right away. I'll tell you what it is, I'll tell you how to start it, and I'll tell you how to price it, and I'll tell you how to get people to do it, okay? If you stay to the end with me, we'll do that. Got to make offers that solve problems to your core customer. Okay, it's magic like magic trick a niche. It's magic like magic trick a niche. Okay, gotcha. So excited. So can I say something here that is going to like unlock you from feeling kind of like, oh, I don't actually know? I'm going to write it up here. I just needed some free space. Here's what the niche is. Okay, your niche is not a person. Your niche is not a industry or a category. Okay, how many people think that that's what it is? How many people put P if you thought your niche was some person? Okay, put a P if you thought your niche was some person. Okay, you thought it was a male or female 33 to 44 that likes sailing or something like that, right? Is it a group of people with the same problem? Well, you could call it that, and this is where it gets very confusing, but no longer will this be confusing to you. I'm going to clear this up right away. Okay? The moment this unlocked in my head, I was like, duh, and then it was like, oh, now I know how to attract them, right? Now I know how to sell them. Now I know how to do all these things. Does anybody? Okay, so P, how many people think your niche is like a category, like somebody said magic, okay? You think your niche is we'll call it an industry, right? An industry. So we'll put an I up here. Put an I if you think that your niche is, oh, you're in the make money niche, or you're in the health niche or the wealth niche. Now, you can label it like this, but that's not the niche. That's not the niche, okay? So anybody thought that their niche was like an industry, like somebody said magic. Oh, my niche is magic, right? You think your niche is magic, or you think your niche is a person, okay? Or you think your niche is like a product, okay? So PR, let's say you think your niche is based off, can you see? Okay, based off product. How many people thought that? Yeah, okay. So let's see, I was thinking it was magic. Yeah. Okay, now this is where it gets confusing, because you could say magic is a category, right? You could say magic is a product. You could say magic is somebody that's a person. But do you actually know what your niche is? Your niche is the problem that you solve. So people, it doesn't matter, and when you do this, let me explain something to you, okay? Here's how this looks. When you flip this around, I learned this from a guy that is such a great guy, okay? And I never can remember his damn name, and if I remember it, I will tell you immediately. Anyway, let me, so this, I learned this. So here's what happens. When you think your niche is a person, then when you go to create your product or when you go to create your content, everything that you do, you're trying to base it off of this person. You're trying to take a little piece of the product and you're trying to make it fit this person. And what happens is you take a potential audience that you have, like this, and you just literally sliver yourself off to it. Well, this isn't good. This isn't good. And this is why a lot of you can't attract people. This is why a lot of you can't find people and get them to come to you. Okay? But when you start talking about the problem, guess what? Maybe some of your people that come to you, okay, some of these, so you flip the script, okay? So instead what you do is instead of talking about, oh, well, I just help these people, okay, I just help these people, instead what you do is you flip it around and you take your product here and you start talking about one of the aspects of how the product solves the problem. And you start talking about the problem that you solve and the current situation the person is in that has that problem. And you know what happens? Instead of saying, well, I only work with these people and that are this age and this, that closes you off pretty big, okay? You're pretty closed off at that point now, right? It's like, well, you know, and I made this huge mistake. You know what the mistake was? I said, well, I work with martial arts business owner. I even put my name as martialartsgrowth.com. It's still live. You can go see it. And I just worked with martial arts business owners. And then you know what happened come time when COVID happened? It was like they couldn't do business. So remember the throughput thing? The pipe got pretty dry, right? Now, it's 100% my fault. And I should have done things quicker and sooner. I didn't know. I was learning, right? So what happened was I got a big lesson from that. And I said, this is not happening again. And so what I did was I named my business something like Make Once because, I mean, what does that relate to? Who knows? I mean, it could relate to anything, right? Now, the concept behind it is if you learn how to make money once, you'll never go broke. If you learn how to create a funnel one time, you should always be able to get leads and sales. If you figure out how to find problems and you can make a product or an offer once, you should always be okay as long as you're showing up, which is 90% of it, right? Trust me. But let me say this. When you start talking and leading with the problem that you solve, guess what? This whole circle opens up to you all of a sudden. The whole world opens up to you because anybody that has that problem, whether they're a man or woman, whether they're a short or tall, skinny, fat, old or young, it doesn't matter what they're into. They could be a firefighter, they could be a gardener, they could be a pianist, they could be a scientist. If they have that problem, they are now able to be your customer. Is that not awesome? Put a flame down in the comments if that just was like, because I'll tell you what, when I seen that, it blew my mind. Because you know what happens? Now you can talk about this problem and you also still now have the ability to say, hey, are you a firefighter and you want to teach other people how to become one? And you want to learn how to take that advice and turn it, I can still say that in a single campaign. Yeah, we're getting a lot of flames here. Okay, cool. Got an even explosion down there. All right, what's up, Burton? So when you realize that your niche is not, you don't want to niche down, but in a sense, what you want to do is you want to be specialized. You don't want to be general. You want to be specific. You want to be specialized in your capabilities to have that skill to solve that problem. Is this coming clear? Are you seeing this more? Does this help you see what we're doing here? The moment you get real good at saying, Michael Jordan, the problem he's really good at solving is getting the basketball into the hoop, right? So that's, but we would say, oh, well, he's in the basketball niche. Yeah, that's true. That's where it gets confusing, okay? But anybody that likes to see him solve that problem, it doesn't matter what color they are, where they're from, how tall or short, how rich or poor, that he can appeal to them. Does this make sense? So all of a sudden, everything just changes to, oh, how do I attract people? Well, if we know that the problem you solve is the way you attract people, if we know that's the answer, then guess what you need to do? Remember how I've been talking about how you get people to trust you that are complete strangers? How you do that is, you can go to a doctor right now that you have no idea who they are, okay? I went to a dentist, Okay? I went to a dentist not too long ago here. I had to have a tooth like drilled out or whatever to get a crown. Didn't know the person, never been there. Matter of fact, I was out of town when it happened. And I went in there, and you know what that doctor did to earn my trust real quick? They diagnosed me. He's telling me what's happening. He's explaining what I was probably experiencing when I was biting. He was showing me the problem. He was literally took pictures of it and wiggled it and touched it. And I said, yeah, this guy, he knows. And then he explained to me what he was going to do and how it was going to work. And it didn't matter what shape or size or who or what. He had a problem, and I had the problem. So if you're out there just trying to go after a certain niche, you're really cutting yourself off. And so what happens is this. You say, well, I'm posting all the time, and nobody's seeing my content. Okay, because what you're doing is when you say, well, I work with these people, guess what? You're of course not. You just took it down to this tiny little thing. You're trying to hit something so little, of course you're going to miss. Who's going to hear you, right? So I want to create a once-in-a-lifetime experience on making their event or parties memorable with magic. Now, I really like that. I really like that a lot. You just told me the problem that you solve. Now it doesn't matter who I am. If I want to have a party and I want to have this experience like this, guess what? If I want to have an event, I know that I can come to you and have that experience because you told me the problem. You see how you didn't say for a certain somebody? Okay, isn't this amazing? Right? So, that's what I really want you to get, because the moment you get that, guess what you have to do now? Guess what you end up doing? You end up going around and doing what? Looking for problems to solve. Every single time that you find a problem and you decide that, oh, I can solve that problem, guess what you just did? You unlocked a door of opportunity. You unlocked a way to make time and money. You can buy time, you can buy money, you can be attractive instantly the moment you can describe people's problems to them and then show them how you solve them and explain to them, just like our friend did here, Waskin Arginas Herrera. Okay, he says, I want to create a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I would change that around and say, if you want to have a once-in-a-lifetime experience and you want your event and your party to be the most memorable, where people are going, whoa, this is amazing, like, how did you do that? Then I want to share with you in this weekly workshop that I'm doing, I'm going to show you exactly how this whole process works, because you might have the problem of, well, how do I book somebody like that? Or how do I even make sure they're the right person and they're not some weirdo that's going to come? How do I know if they're actually good at magic, and what magic are they going to perform? And so if you're like, yeah, that would be cool, but I don't know what it is or anything, that's why I'm going to do this weekly hire a magician workshop. I'm going to show you how to hire a magician faster and easier than ever before. And I'm going to give you 4 questions that you want to ask that person before you hire them to make sure that you're getting a good magician. Because I know if you want to have that experience, that event, that thing that happens in somebody's life for the first time, and you don't want to screw it up, and it only happens once. You only turn a certain age once, or you only get married once, or whatever, right? Well, for some people. But you want that, you got a one-time shot. So how are you going to do that? Well, this could be how you get, first off, you could say that to get their attention, right? First off, you could say that to get their attention, okay? You could do some magic, because if they're thinking about magic, they'll see it, right? Why do you think I have these big bold letters that say traffic, list, workshop, funnels, offers? Because that's the trigger in your mind. That's the trigger in your mind. Then you see these web pages, you're like, oh yeah, because you have that problem, you're trying to figure that out. Then I get you over and I say, hey, come over, I'll give you a free course. I'll take you through and show you everything that I can show you in this free course so you can get this outcome. You hang out with me for 10 days, 20 days. Well, if you hang out with anybody straight for 10 days, you're going to know them. I don't know if you're going to like them, and I don't know if you're going to trust them, but that'll be based off of them, right? That'll be based off of them. So, guess what? You bring them into this list and you say, hey, I'm going to give you 3, if you're looking for a magician for your party, all right? We're just using this as an example. Okay, grab the free course. Thank you, Stacy. Awesome. So what else do we got here? How would you talk to someone looking to start an online business, making money online with digital products. Okay, very good. We can talk about that. This is great. So now hear me out. How we get somebody out here is if you want to, let's say you work on fire trucks. Well, anybody that has a fire truck, I bet if you just, if they're scrolling and they see a picture of a fire truck, they're going to stop. If you're really into fishing and you're scrolling and a fish pops up, you're going to stop. And then once the scroll is stopped, okay, guess what? Now you've got a chance to say their problem back to them. You can say, hey, are you having trouble catching fish? Are you having trouble finding a magician for your party? You don't want to get, you've heard all the scary stuff that's happened when you hire a magician and it's not the right person and you end up ruining, your daughter's birthday or the wedding or whatever and you can't redo it. So it's like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Because that's maybe what you heard when you went out and looked on the comments or the reviews of things, right? When you were out there searching. So when they say that back to you, it's like they were reading your diary, right? Now all of a sudden you've got their attention. And guess what you say? Let me, okay, this is how you do this. Let me show you how to solve some of your problem. Okay? Now their problem may be, how do I get a magician hired, ready to go, the right one, to get there at the right place? That's the desired situation. Okay? How do I do that? Well, you have the process for that. But when you meet somebody for the first time, you don't tell them your whole life story and just throw everything up on them because they'll be like, whoa, TMI, too much, or they're like, wow, this person's a little, So what do? You ease into things. You warm things up. You have multiple experiences. And so a lot of you, what you're doing is you're going in for the kiss too quick, right? It's like the best analogy is maybe like dating or something like that, right? You're going too fast, right? You're going in too fast. You've got to warm things up. You got to get things connected there. Okay, connection is currency. So you got to get that connection built first. Now, here's the next thing. Okay, you're going to say, well, let me give you 3 things that you can look for when wanting to hire a magician, or let me, show you give them a little bit. I always say, when you're walking through the mall, you walk through the food court, and there's a person they're holding a plate. And it's got a bunch of little toothpicks with a piece of meat on it. And what do? They take a little bit of the whole meal. And they put it on a stick and they're like, here, try a little bit of that. And if you like it, you can have the whole plate, right? Have you seen this? Okay. So that's what you do. So you say, hey, let me show you for free. I'll give you for free, okay, to earn your trust and your credit and to earn credibility with you and authority with you. Let me give you a little taste of what I got here. Let me share with you, because you don't want to give it to them all at once. That's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. And so what you do is you do that. Now what have you done? Well, now you've gotten them on your list. While they're on your list, while they're visiting your place, you don't just leave them over alone in the corner. You go by, hey, can I grab you something to drink? Would you like something to eat? Are you hungry? Are you cold? Are you hot? Do you want to watch the TV? Whatever. And what does that do? Oh, wow, this person, help me. Okay, come over here, check this out. Let me show you some more. And that's what you're doing. You're emailing them each day. And we follow this little framework, okay? We follow this little framework. I'm calling it EM, all right? I learned this at a Mastermind here this past few weeks ago. And it's Inspire, Educate, Ask, Motivate. That's the framework that we create in the emails. It's just a framework we follow in the emails. And guess what? Last night, or in the free training that you go up in the bio and get, I put this framework in there so you know what it is and you know how to use it. I give that to you. Okay? So, and thank you guys for grabbing the course. Okay? Thank you. Are you guys digging this? I see a lot of good stuff here in the chat. Very good. Okay, let me know if you're digging this. Put a D down there if you're digging it. All right. Now, once you have them on the list and they're warming up to things and they're doing all this stuff, right? You're doing that. Why don't you invite them to an event? Why don't we have a party, right? Why don't we have a party and bring them into this free party? Listen, drinks are on us, food's on us. Come on in. It's going to just be fun. You're going to learn how to do the thing. You're going to learn how to get here, do this, go there. Let me show you, okay? Great stuff. Excellent. So you have a party, okay? And you invite them, right? Now, not a lot of people show up sometimes, right? That's okay. Sometimes you'll have a booked house. And if you keep doing them, right, just like, Sunday night football, we can expect that every Sunday night, okay? But if you throw a party, they can come by. I call it the Quick Profit Weekly Workshop. And when they get there, you follow that same pattern: inspire, educate, ask, motivate. I've been doing it with you this entire time on this live. That's the framework that I follow in my lives, in my emails, in my sales videos, in my content. Some people call it hook, story, offer. I just kind of like the inspire, educate, ask, motivate. I don't know, I like that one. Some people call it problem, agitate, solve, right? There's a ton of things that you can call it, right? Now, at this party, wouldn't it be great is while they're there, you say, now for some of you, if you've had a great time at this party, we've got an even cooler party going on, but it costs money to get into that party because it's awesome. Like it really, it's the full swing, right? It's the cool party. So how many people would like more help, or how many people would like to come to that party, right? And since you guys came to this one, since you were good sports, you came here, I'm going to make an offer you can't resist because I don't want you to miss this party. It's going to be the party of a lifetime. And you make an offer to them. Hey, listen, for those of you that are here, since you came here, I'm going to do this for you, okay? If you guys get started right now, I'm going to give you this special bonus, and I'm going to give you this special price, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to make it even more fun. It's only for the first 10 people, all right? And you make that offer, and now the offer that you're making is, the rest of the steps, okay? In this case, you're saying, look, if you liked the first thing I shared with you to get you to go from here to here, if you really liked that, okay, so they came to this page, they opted in for free, and on this next page, you gave them this thing, right? And they really liked that, and now they're on your email list, okay? They became a lead on your email list when they opted in here. They automatically go to this next page. Should probably put an arrow there or something, right? Okay, they go to this page next. When they do that, you're hanging out with them. How's it going? My name's this. Here's how I know this. Are you dealing with this? Okay, etc. They're on your list. You're emailing them. Hey, I hope you had a good time at the party. Okay, here's some more fun. Okay, here's something else we didn't mention. Here's another way to do this, right? Are you guys seeing this? Can you see the vision? How many of you, put down in the comments if you would like to get some more training on this. Deep inside, I need more training on this. This is something I want to learn more about. I need to know more about this, okay? Put me down in the comments if that's you, all right? Matter of fact, how many of you would like to get more training on this from me? Okay? How many of you would like to get more training on this from me? You like this style, it makes sense to you, it's more simple. Put simple down, or put an S down in the chat if you would like some more training on this from me. Okay? All right? So you see what I did? What I did there is I did like a trial close. Okay? I was seeing, are you with me? Are you paying attention here? Okay? Are you liking this? And that's how you can take temperature and see where you're at. If you're at the party, you can say to people, right? Hey, are you guys too hot? You get feedback. Remember, we've got to get signal before we can get sales. Yeah? So we've got to get signal, okay? Signal, this happens before, okay? So I don't know how to do that. Okay, we got to get this before we can get this, right? So we have to make sure that we're getting signal. How do we get signal? I just did that thing with you. If I'm in here and I'm saying things and people are opting in and they're doing it, we're getting signal. If they fill out a survey, they fill out a quiz, and they do this thing, it's telling us, it's giving us signal. What's beautiful is there's tons of signal just blasting out there. Matter of fact, it's so noisy out there that people are like, your content's got to stand out. You got to do this. You got to do that. You know what? I find it so much easier to just go find the people that are complaining about their problem. They're literally out there, talking about their problem, and they're explaining what they're dealing with. Oh, I tried this and that didn't work. I tried this and that didn't work. Guess what my hook is? Have you tried getting leads using social media? You post content like they tell you all the time, but you can't get any traffic? I didn't come up with that, you did. I'm saying it back to you to get your attention. You hear me? Okay? Does this make sense? Right? Okay? Okay? So now check it out. We want to come in there and say, hey, party's tomorrow. We're going to have a party. Okay? So on Wednesday, let's say, so this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Wednesday, let's say, hey, the party's, I'm going to have a party tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to have a party tomorrow. Now, let's do a test here. If I did a live webinar tomorrow, live workshop, and in that live workshop, I showed you how you can find problems faster and easier than ever before in the skill place that you have so that you can create traffic, leads, and sales the way you want to. Would you guys come if it was free? Would you guys show up to that? Put yes down in the comments if you would show up for that. Put yes down in the comments if you'd show up for that. If tomorrow I emailed everybody that went to, if you go up to the link in my bio, you can opt in for that free course. And everybody that opts in for that free course, guess what? Tomorrow I could launch a workshop. Okay, I could do a workshop tomorrow. Would you guys come to that? Okay, so I'm getting signal down below. Do you see that? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Bert? Okay, so I got some signal. So guess what? I would at least have several handful of people that would show up, right? Look, yes, yes, yes. Okay, now this is very easy for you to do. Do you agree with this? And guess what? What if I just we showed up on Zoom together. You could talk to me. You could unmute yourself. Right? I showed you what, we would go look for your thing. You would have a handful of clarity and comments and you would know exactly where you're going, who you want to attract, how you're going to do that. This would be great, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm from Thailand. That's great. Awesome. Welcome from Thailand. I'm in Kansas. Okay. So do you see how this works? So what am I doing now? What am I doing in this stage right here? Where am I at right now? Okay? Where am I at right now? So when we build this list, understand something here. This list, a lot of people get the list thing confused. They think a list is a lot of different things. A list is where people go, and some lists are stronger than others. Let me explain. So I tell you this because I don't want you to get confused. Now, in my opinion and my experience, my favorite list, if I rank these in order, my favorite list is the email list. I like to get somebody's email. The reason why is because if social media shut down, okay, and everything broke out there, I would at least have their email, because when they opt in every once in a while, I export my list and I have it like on my computer. You can't take it from me unless you take my computer, right? And if you wanted to take it a step further, you could print them out, So to me, the best one is the email. That's how you got on this machine today. You used your email. That's how you get into social media, is your email. That's how a lot of you do your banking. That's how many people put a E down in the comments if you have checked your email today. Matter of fact, put a E1 if you're on this live because you got my email that told you I was going live before I got on here. Guys, thanks for all the hearts and all the activity and action. I can't thank you guys enough. It makes it so good when you do this, okay? So we've got an E here. We got an E, okay? So email list is the best one, in my opinion. Next one, I think, for me, is a free group, okay? A free community, okay? Get somebody in a free community, because you know what happens there? You take the people that are your best people, the people that have the problem that you are so good at solving, and guess what happens? Here in the email, they're solo. It's just you and them, right? They're getting a message from you. Guess what happens in community? Your list gets to hang out with your list. So we'll call list, we'll put arrows here, list back. Now I know you guys can hardly see that, I'm sure. But your list gets to hang out with your list. Now all of a sudden, you get a bunch of people in the same room that all have the same problem, and guess what you start to hear? Guess what you start to hear? Guess what you start to see? Okay, well what you start to see is this. Okay? Here's what happens. All of a sudden, you get really good at making offers. You get really good at doing products. You get really good at knowing what to email. You get really good at knowing where to look, because they tell you where they come from. Because you have this. You have this person, right? You have this person here. They got the problem. Oh my, his back is sliding down his leg. Sorry about that. You have this person, that's the problem, right? So this guy has to have the same problem. Okay. So these people both have lower back issues, okay? And that happens to be what you're really good at helping people with. And they're in here, they're like, yeah, me too, and oh yeah, I tried that, and man, it didn't work, and guess what? Now you have all this signal, and you have all this understanding, and now you know how to make the perfect hook. So when you hear all the gurus saying, oh, hook, story, and offer, now you've got the hook, now you know the story, now you know how to make a good offer. Guess what? Now you know how to get leads and sales. And you just keep doing this simple process over and over again. Now, another good list that you can do, okay, and this is like, there's more, but I'm just going to go to the 3 here, okay. The third one is they follow you on social media, okay. And these are the 3 places that you might be with me on, right? How many of you are, put a 1, a 2, or a 3. If you're in my free community, put a 2. If you're on my email list, put a 1. And if you follow me on social media, put a 3. And so if you follow me on all these, put 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay, 3. Holly's in 3. Okay, excellent. 3. Okay, so you're in all 3, or you just 1, 2, 3. Say so. Kevin, 1, 2, 3. Do you see how this works? Now, what if you unsubscribe from the email? Well, you're still in the community and following me on social media. What if you stop following me on social media? Something broke over there. Well, I still got you on the email. Okay? And I can still connect with you. Maybe I get another shot with you. Right? 2 for 7. What's up? What's up, Tammy? So you see how this is working. Okay? Okay, excuse me now. All right, so here we go. Let's go to this next thing here. Yesterday I went and I ran to the store real quick to buy some markers. Because I love these markers. They have the little eraser tip. Makes it convenient. I go buy a thing of markers because all my markers were drying up. They don't last that long. And then I go to put these markers. I'm like, oh, let me go store them over here where I store things. And there was already a pack in there that I didn't see. So I'm very markered up now. Okay, in case you were wondering, right? You're like, all right, cool, Mike. So, okay. Now, are we enjoying this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So, now check it out. After the party, okay, you know how you have a really good party the next time and you make it better and you get more people to come? Well, after the party, here's what happens. Oh man, I was gonna come, but the kids were sick. I had to do this come up. Oh man, and you were really interested too, weren't you? Yeah. Well, look, I get it. You know what? I didn't want to do this because I know I made an offer here on Thursday. Okay, so you announce the party on Wednesday. They come to you have the party on Thursday. You recorded it because you did it on Zoom, all right? And then you made a special one-time offer there for the people that were there. And then you're like, well, I told them, that was on that time, but so you just say, because this is the truth, you don't ever want to be untruthful. You just say to them, well, I know a lot of you didn't make it to the party, not because you didn't want to come, look at my hands, just because something actually came up. And so I don't want you to miss out on something that can change your life and fix your problem. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to send out the replay for all of you that didn't make it, okay? And then the next day, you can send it out again and say, you know what? I know some of you are on the fence and you really want to get started. How many of you are on the fence with Build Lab? Like you're like, I really want to buy Build Lab. I'm just not sure yet. Or, I really would love to get Build Lab, especially I can get lifetime access for $5.97. I mean, guys, go here. This is going to come down at Christmas time. Go to makeones.com/lifetime. You can get Build Lab right now for a one-time payment. It's normally $997. You can get it right now. It's $997 a year. You can get it for one payment of $597. And if you reply back to the email that you get when you sign up at this page here, if you reply back Christmas, the first 5 people are going to get a free 30-minute strategy session. I charge I charge $1,000 an hour, and you're going to get half an hour with me. You're going to get clear on where you're at, where you want to go, the problem you have, I'm going to give you a roadmap of what to do in 2024 to crush it. And that's a $500 value. So this is a TikTok only bonus right now. You see what I'm doing, guys? Not hard. Not hard. Okay? So anyway, what I tell you is, here's what happens. So the people that are like, well, you didn't give us these bonuses when we were on the original one. Yeah, but that's okay. If you got started, you get them. Okay? So I just want to help people. I wanted to make sure that they got the help. So on Friday, you send out the replay. Okay? It's just the replay. And then you know that there's people on the fence. How many of you are, nobody said that they're on the fence. Well, I got work to do, right? So how many of you are on the fence? You're ready? I need to leave. We'll leave you a link somewhere. We'll leave a link somewhere. I need to leave. Will you leave a link somewhere? Oh, yeah, well, you're already in, Burton. You're already in, okay? I love you. So Friday, you send out the replay. Next day, you send out a bonus. And you say, guys, I know you want to do this. I know this is the how to solve that problem. So for those of you that get in today, because tomorrow's the last day I'm going to offer this, you get this bonus. Okay? Burton, maybe I didn't understand what you meant, brother. Okay, let me know. Then you say, on Sunday, you're like, listen, I'm going to double up the bonus. Now, whoever got started right here, they get all the bonuses. Okay? They get all the bonuses. So everybody's happy. It doesn't matter. They're already, it's about getting the problem solved. But if you do this every single week, one weekly workshop, okay? One weekly workshop. You follow this pattern and you make a great offer where you're really offering to solve their problem. I'm letting you know right now, if you do that every week consistently, you will not only have an incredible 52 awesome videos where you're blowing people's minds here that can become a course in and of itself. It can become a micro course. You can use them as events. You can use them as content, short form and long form. They can be transcribed into emails. You will have so much value, and you're probably going to get money every single week that you do it. Now, I can't promise you any money. Legal disclaimer, you're not going to make any money. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're going to do the job. Okay, this is not an income claim, yada, yada, yada. But I'm telling you, if you do that, the chances of you having happiness are very high in a way that's more than smiles. Okay, that's what I'll say. And you'll have an amazing understanding of your marketplace. You will know all the things to attract people. You will know all the things to convert people. And you will convert people. Are you guys excited about this? Does this not make you happy? And then you deliver, and if you do a great job here on number 5 and you really deliver, okay, you can use System or Go High Level or ClickFunnels or Teachable or Kajabi or whatever you want to use. Just this is where you're going to deliver your advice. Okay, when I first got started, I just used a Google Drive. I just gave people a Google Drive link. All right. And if you do a good job, you can use Skool, okay? If you do a good job, this whole process will happen. It just keeps going faster and faster. It's like a flywheel, because these people go, oh man, you got that problem, I had that problem, I solved that problem, here's how I did it, you should go there. And then then you can add an affiliate process inside of this where you'll pay your people that had a good experience. You'll pay them 50% if they bring you more people. Now you're putting a turbo on your flywheel, and it's just, here we go. And all you have to do is keep showing up and delivering and helping people solve their problems, okay? So now here's a quick way to do this in the beginning. So when somebody comes, I'll share with you a quick way to start earning quickly. Quick way to start earning quickly. What you can do is, in your landing page scenario here, so remember how I said the lead magnet right here? You will offer them a part of the process you'll solve for them. All you have to do is just go out there and say it. Are you dealing with this problem? Is this happening to you on a daily basis? Do you feel like this? Is this the experience that you have, you don't want to have no more? I want to share with you in a free training how to fix that. I want to share with you in this guide, this workbook, it doesn't matter what it is. Just solve the problem fast as you can, as easy as you can, and you're just solving a little bit of the problem. Does this make sense? Put a Y if this is making sense down below. Okay, I know there's Not a lot of you here yet, but I want you to please, talk to me here. Let me know. Does this make sense? Yes. Okay. Say yes down in the. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, okay, I'm still trying. I'm going hard for you. Okay. I'm working for you. I want to help you. Okay. So, in this process, what you do is when you go out there and you're talking on the traffic and you're saying to them, hey, let me get this over. Yeah, wait, there we go. When you say, okay, yeah, I'm going to solve that problem for free. It's a free offer. You have this basic funnel right here. Here we go. When you get them from here to here, okay, they go onto your list. But this video right here, after you provide the answers here, okay, so again, let me use green. Okay, this is what you're covering on this video right here, okay? That's what's being covered right there, okay? When you do that, at the end, this is one of the great things that you can say to start earning immediately, okay? Would you like to jump on a free call with me and we can go over your problem? If you still have a problem, if you don't want to wait for the party that's coming up here soon, we're going to have a party here soon. Go to the workshop, the weekly workshop, right? The weekly webinar, the live Zoom, whatever. Okay, thanks for sharing it, Sammy Joe. So when at the end you can say, hey, click here. This is Calendly. You can have a simple schedule form here where you can, and you don't want to let them schedule more than 4 days out. Here's how it goes, how you say it. So let's say towards the end, you're like, so, you could keep doing what you're doing, or B, you can come with us and we can show you how to actually solve the problem. We'll find out where you are, where you want to go, what's holding you back, and we'll figure out the things that are stopping you and give you a clear roadmap as to how to solve the problem, okay? So after that, you say, now, maybe some of you would just rather jump on a call with me or do a quick Zoom with me and see, are you somebody that can help me? If you'd like to do that, what I did was I opened my schedule up for the next 4 days. And so if you would like to jump on, and obviously I can't do many, I only have so much bandwidth, but I've only got 4 days open, and once they're filled up, they're filled up. Once they're gone, they're gone. Those spots are gone. I don't know if I'm going to, offer that again. So if you're serious about solving this problem that we talked about in this video, okay, this part here, it's a free call. You don't have to buy anything, okay? I'm telling you what to say. Do you guys follow me? Put a F if you're following along what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you the verbiage here, okay? You say, it's completely free. You can jump on. It's a quick 15 to 30-minute call. I'll record it. You can have it for future reference, but I just want to find out where you're at. Okay, Holly, good, thank you. I just want to find out where you're at. I want to help you. Okay. They come over here. They book a call. They pick a day. You put in there what times you're available, and then you have them answer like a few questions. I mean, you're giving them a free call, but they're going to answer some free questions. Okay. Guess what happens? They answer those free questions. Okay, there's 3 or 4 free questions. There's 3 or 4 questions that you ask them. These are questions like, what's your current situation? What's your desired situation? What do you feel like is your biggest challenge? Are you ready? If the answer was found and it made sense to you, are you ready to get started now, or is it a later date or something? So some qualifying questions, and then you jump on a free Zoom with them. Okay, you jump on a free Zoom with them. This is a free Zoom. On that Zoom, if you go, so up in the bio of my TikTok, I have that Christmas Cash Accelerator. Up in there, there's a training I did on day 5 of the Christmas Cash Accelerator. On day 5, I gave you these questions that you can ask on the Zoom, because you're going to become the diagnosing doctor. They're the patient with the problem coming to you, and you opened up your doctor's office and you'd get in for a free consultation, a free teeth cleaning. Come in and get a free x-ray. Let's find out. What the heck, all right? And then they get on that Zoom, you're connecting with them. Connection is currency. So look at this. Connection is currency, okay? So you're building up that trust. You're really providing a lot of goodwill. And some people say, well, I don't want to do that for free. Well, you're looking at it completely wrong. You're actually not doing that for free. You're actually getting a ton of value that can make you millions of dollars in the future and set you free and make marketing easier, okay? So it's not free. You're connecting with them, you're learning about what they need, but then what happens after you diagnose them, you ask them those 5 questions, what you do then is you say, all right, well listen, here's what I would do. You give them a suggestion of what to do, and you say, just a moment, and you put together a simple plan of attack or strategy, and you ask them to get started. And a lot of you, okay, you will probably get sales right then and there, all right? So while you're having your weekly workshops, you can be doing daily sales and learning about what to say in the workshops, learning about what to say in the emails, okay? Does this make sense? Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Okay, are you hearing what I'm saying? And you could offer a special bonus on this. Okay, you can offer a special bonus on this Zoom. Okay, so, and because you always want to do that, like any chance you get where you can leverage them to do something, any chance you get to give them some kind of boost to get in, why would you not do it? Because at the end of the day, what makes you a special person and a great business is you care more about your customers getting the results than you. Like, you care more about them, you will go out of your way for them over anything else. And that's what makes you a great business owner. That's what makes you a great person. That's what makes people like magnetized to you. All right? So, was this helpful for you guys today? Did this help? What was your big aha moment? I'd like to know down in the comments, what was your big aha? What was your biggest takeaway from today? Okay? What was your biggest takeaway from today? Okay, what was the big takeaway? Let me know down in the comments what that was. All right? Anybody? What was the big takeaway? What was your big aha moment from today? Anybody? Nobody wants to talk to me. I pour my heart and soul out, trying to help you for free. And I just want to know what your big takeaway was. That's all I'm asking. Please. I said please. Finding hooks in the comments. Beautiful. Excellent. That is awesome. Yes. That is everything. I mean, it's you have to be able to just tell yourself so here's how I learned it. Here's how they said it. It was you need to be able to read their diary to them. Okay? You need to be able to read their diary to them. All right? The I am or I am. Yep, that is awesome. Very good. The overall flow, awesome stuff. Very good. 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 I'm glad. I want you guys to see it, because once you see this, once you can make it once, it's like nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take this from you. No divorce, no person, nothing. Nobody can take this from you. And once you learn how to make it once you learn how to do that, my God, you can do anything. You can go into anything, right? You can learn anything. Yep. You have a great flow. Love it. Very inspiring. Excellent. Lots of info. I am record this live. Good. To go over again tomorrow. Excellent. Okay, it's late night here. My focus is shot probably. Good. Listen, Jakes, I appreciate you guys so much spending time with me. I do want to make an offer to you. It's a TikTok only bonus. I've shared it with you. You're going to save over $500. You get lifetime access. You're going to get thousands of dollars worth of coaching every single week for a lifetime. Twice a week I get on live with you. There's new courses opening inside of Build Lab every single week, every single month. There is so much power in the community in there. We've got over 300 people that are in there, and every single day I'm in there, and you can talk to me, and we can get questions going. Yeah, what's up, Isby? Yeah, I've been, I had the reason I wasn't going there for a while, we were all fired up, and then it is because my domain, something broke in the DNS. I went to go fix it, Because before you had to type in www.makeonce.com, and I went to try to fix that. And when I did that, the lady that went in there didn't quite understand what I was doing. She hit something or she changed something, and I had to wait 72 hours to get my site back. So everything just was like for 3 days, basically, a little over 3 days. And then I was like, oh crap, I got to do something. So I went and I rebuilt my website over at a different platform, just because they could take my my domain, and there were some cuss words flying, let me tell you. Okay, but listen, I figured it out, and we got her going, and I'm back. I'm excited. I didn't want to go out there and push a bunch of traffic to a dead site. It was bad enough people were going there. So anyhow, this offer, it ends. The lifetime offer ends at Christmas time, okay? But this offer right here, I will give the first 5 people today. I know I've gotten some emails today, so there's maybe there's only 2 or 3 spots left. But I will give you a free 30-minute strategy Zoom, a strategy call, where we'll figure out where you are, where you want to be. We'll find out what's blocking you, and we'll get a gold plan laid out for 2024 so that you can achieve your income and time goals selling your advice online. So if you want that, you can get into Build Lab right now for a one-time payment. Okay, normally Build Lab, all right, it's normally, the normal price is $97 per month, which is still a dang good deal. Or I give you a better deal if you sign up for the year. It's $9.97 a year. But for right now, you don't have to pay this or this. You can get in for a one-time payment of $5.97. Okay, so that's just one time. Okay, one-time payment, and you can get in for you get lifetime access. Twice a week I get on Zoom live with you. Okay, does anybody have any questions about this offer, or does anybody have any questions about Build Lab? Okay, yeah. So it's a great offer. You guys can take advantage of it. I mean, I hope it's something that you guys are excited about. You get a daily pocket coaching call from me. So I have a pocket coaching offer right now. If you go to makeonce.com pocket coach, maybe you guys want to join that. But if you join Build Lab, you get a daily pocket coaching video from me every single day. I'm getting ready to send out today's right after I get done here. You can go to that. I normally charge. I was going to charge $67 a month for that, but I was like, since I'm launching it, since it's new, and I want to give somebody something, I want to hand you $100 or $1,000 a day of advice and help of the things that I've learned since 2007 doing this. And I was like, I'm not going to do $67. I'll do less than $1 a day for $27 a month. I will send you powerful training every single day. You'll get one short video from me going over a part of this process so that you can get crystal clear on it. You can cancel at any time. There's no contracts or anything silly like that. You just send an email and it's like, Mike, I don't want to know more or whatever, and then I'll just shut it off. And if you want that, maybe some of you want to get started with that offer. That is makeonce.com pocket coach, okay? Pocket coach. And I just send you a video every single day, personally from me. I send you a short video where, I'm sharing with you, I'm going into the depths of, hey, here's how I do an email. Here's how I do an ad. Here's how I do a piece of content. Here's how I edit things. Here's how I, think about what I'm looking for and processes. And here's how I come up with offers. And here's how I pitch things. And every day I'm breaking down something within the process of teaching you how to basically make money every single day selling your advice online. So if that is something that you would like to start with, that's only $27 a month for right now. It'll eventually go up to probably $67 or even higher. Or you can join Build Lab, this is included in Build Lab. And if you're one of the first 5, just reply to the email Christmas, XMAS, reply back when you get started here. You'll save a ton of money, and we'll get on a call together, okay? So does anybody have any questions about this or anything we talked about today before I go? Anybody have any questions? Please ask your question. Don't let it, there's no stupid questions, all right? There's no stupid questions. Just ask your question. I'll be glad to help, okay? So any questions? Okay? Any questions? Is Christmas Cash done? No, it is not. There's a training coming out today, and then we're going to be getting on from basically, it'd be like tomorrow. So from tomorrow forward, I'm going to start offering live Zooms, and you guys will be getting on Zooms each day, and you guys can ask questions about everything in the Christmas Cash Accelerator. Okay, and I'll be giving you guys the homework. I'll be giving you guys like really pushing forward. Okay. Now I've been sharing with you guys what to do the whole time in there, right? Yes, absolutely, Isby. I'm pumped to help you out. I just love that fire. Any questions about any of this before we go? This bonus is going away as soon as I get off this live. So if you don't reply back, this won't happen again. I'm gonna take it away after this thing. It's a TikTok only bonus here. Okay. When does that start? When does what start? This is awesome, guys. For less than $1 a day, I'm not even joking you. For less than $1 a day, you're gonna find out, like, there's people that are charging. I've already had people, and it's just, that's it. You pay $27 a month, and every day I send you a video. I've already had people in there saying, I have bought $1,000 courses, and what you give me in the pocket coaching is like 10 times what I ever got, and I spent $1,000. Some of them were spending more than that a month, okay? Sorry, I understand now. Oh, okay, gotcha. So, Maritza. I like that, Maritza. Okay, well, I put in my 2 hours. Shoot, we went longer than that, I think. Wow. All right, well, good. Good. I've got a guy that's getting ready to do a training inside of Build Lab. So this thing here, he's going to teach, check this out. He is going to teach, and he's already made money doing this. He's going to be teaching how he takes pre-recorded vertical video webinars, and he can put them on TikTok as a live that runs. So it's like you're going live, which is a high engagement thing, but he introduces it, and then he plays this autoplay thing, and it's all a pre-recorded thing. And it's not that you don't ever go live like I'm going live right now in a very real, authentic, real sense. But when you're not in this, you could still go live every day if you want. Or you could go every other day, or whatever, however you want to do it. But you still can go live with a webinar training, and it's like it shows up as a live. It looks live. It's a live scenario, but it is a it's a training. So you're getting a lot of engagement, and it's basically just filling in the time. So it's like running for you all the time. Okay. I want the 30-minute. Can I pay Friday, or do I pay $97 today? Well, this is for the lifetime thing, but if you just remember this Christmas right here, if you just remember this Christmas, when you get started, when you go here and get started, then you reply back Christmas. So you might screenshot this. This is a TikTok only bonus, meaning you're only going to hear this on TikTok. So if you go to here on Friday and get started, and you reply back Christmas, I'll know that you were here, and you'll be honored. Okay, you'll be honored. Yep, I can look at that. looks better this way, I think. Okay. So, all right. Did we learn a lot today? Was today worth your time? Was it good? You guys were really awesome, and you guys were so good at engaging with me and playing along, and I'm glad that you guys were able to learn this stuff. This stuff is so powerful. It's so powerful. And if you can, and it takes away the tech things. It takes away all these things, and you start seeing it from like a bird's eye view. You start seeing it from the top down and start understanding how you can take what it is that you know. You can productize your knowledge. You can turn your knowledge into a product that you can sell every day online. And what's beautiful about it is you can be selling it while you're doing other things, right? It can be out there running for you non-stop, over and over. Does this make sense? And this is the power of being able to get your time back, because here's what happens, right? This is what we're doing out there. A lot of people, they're putting in a lot of effort, okay? So they're putting in a lot of time and effort, and they're getting very little output, okay? This is your common situation, right? How many of you right now know what I'm talking about here, okay? How many of you know what I'm talking about right here? You're putting in a lot of time and effort. Okay? You're putting in a lot of time and effort here, but you're not getting a lot of output. That's because you're having to trade, That's because you're having to trade time for dollars. Okay? You're having to trade time for dollars. We don't want to do that, because you only have so much time, therefore you can only get so many dollars. What we need to do is we need to change this to where you can put in a little bit of effort one time and you can get really high output, right? This is what we want to do. You can make something once and you can sell it over and over and over and over and over again, because you're trading bits. You're not trading time, you're trading bits. And bits, I could take this video, for instance. I could take this video and I could export it or whatever, and I could upload it or have it clipped or all these things, right? And then it could be out there working for me over and over and over. So it's like you do something once, you make something once, and then it works for you forever, okay? So that's what we do. That's what we're learning to do here. That's how we do this. And so, anyhow, I hope that you guys are able to see further now, and I really want to help. I really want to help you guys. Some of you need to get on the pocket coaching, and you need to get going. Okay, you need to pocket coach. You need to get going. It's less than $1 a day. Okay, it's less than $1 a day. And you can learn so many things, okay? All right, I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna go be releasing the pocket coaching right now. I'm getting ready to record that and send that out. And then I'm gonna put another day inside of the Christmas Cash Accelerator. All right? Hope you guys are enjoying all of that. All right, I will be on tomorrow, and I will send out an email prior. And it will be, my goal's to go before noon, and we'll get on here. So if any of you have went to the link in my bio and joined, or you're in the community, it's all free stuff. If you're in there, make sure you reply and let me know what you'd like to know more of, so I can help you. All right, are we cool with that? So hit some hearts if you had fun today, and listen. You guys can do this. You can do this, all right? We just break it down in little bitty pieces and we do this, all right? Okay, appreciate the hearts. You guys are awesome. Hasta mañana.